Diddy or P. Diddy, whatever you want to call him, he is definitely not a person who is a stranger to controversy. Someone who is surrounded by violence even before his involvement with Biggie Smalls. But things would definitely take a weird turn when rumors about his sexuality started to come out, and he started to become known as one of the biggest gatekeepers in Hollywood and the music industry. You can't make it big in the hip-hop world or the music industry unless you go through Diddy. Things would get even weirder when it came out that he was sleeping in the same bed with a very young Usher around the age of 13 to 14, and Diddy being around the age of 19 to 20.
Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And what the did Puff just say? Nobody's going to acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid.
Now, I do have to correct myself. He does say that Usher was around 10. They are still 9 years apart. So Diddy was still 19 when he was sleeping in the same bed, waking up with a 10-year-old Usher. Now, a 13 to 14-year-old Usher went to go live with P. Diddy to be a part of this Puffy flavor camp.
I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now, I let Usher explain that to y'all.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
Now, even though Usher is not okay with sending his own children to Puffy Flavor Camp, he was okay with sending somebody else's child to Puffy Flavor Camp. This video is a perfect example of how grooming works.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, come get the front shot of this.
Man.
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, wear your seat.
I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right, 16.
You're not ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Jess.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
Wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
A man after my heart.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
The way this 40-year-old man is pressing this 15-year-old boy as if he's a scorned lover is absolutely insane. Even to this day, Diddy has had nothing but sexual assault allegations and lawsuits against him. As of December 8th, 2023, a fourth woman has accused Diddy of sexual assault, alleging in a lawsuit that when she was only 18, she was gang sexual assault and trafficked by the music mogul, along with Harve Pierre, a former longtime president of his record label, and an unnamed individual. The woman, identified in the suit only as Jane Doe, alleges that the assault occurred in 2003 when she was 17 and Combs was 34. Singer Cassie, whose legal name is Cassandra Ventura, and two other women also filed lawsuits against Combs in November, alleging sexual abuse. And this latest accuser gave Cassie the confidence to tell her story as well. Now, Cassie was actually a former longtime romantic partner of Combs, who was signed to his record label. She sued Combs in mid-November in federal court, alleging he sexually assaulted her and repeatedly abused her over nearly a decade. The case was settled out of court only one day later. As of February 2024, more allegations have come out against Diddy, this time in the form of a male producer. On February 27th, producer Rodney Little Rod Jones filed a $30 million civil suit against Sean Diddy Combs, alleging the hip-hop mogul of sexual misconduct and a host of other illegal activities. Rodney's lawsuit would be the fifth lawsuit against Diddy. Now, Rodney was also another person living with Diddy. Jones' 70-page filing, his 70-page lawsuit, which was submitted in the Southern District of New York, is rife with damning details. He says that while living with Combs in multiple states, crafting 2023's The Love album, he was subject to mistreatment by Combs, including the Bad Boy Records founder fondling his genitals, sexually coercing him in various manners, and holding parties where underage girls were in attendance. While at the same time he was drugging attendees, he also accused Combs of brandishing guns, bragging about getting away with shooting people, and boasting about his powerful connections in a very threatening manner. Jones also alleges that when he told Combs Enterprises Chief of Staff Christina Coram about Combs' actions, he was told, Sean will be Sean. Now, the 70-page lawsuit is available for public viewing, and Rodney Jones happens to be targeting a number of people. Of course, Sean Combs. Then there is Justin Combs, who happens to be Sean Combs' son. Then we have Christina Corham and a number of record labels. Now, the suit states that from September 2022 to November 2023, Mr. Jones produced 9 songs on Mr. Combs' Love album. Mr. Jones lived with Mr. Combs for months at a time, spending holidays, birthdays, and missing major family events. Throughout his time with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones witnessed, experienced, and endured many things that went far beyond his role as a producer on the Love album. Now, Diddy required Mr. Jones to record him constantly. On several occasions, Diddy took Mr. Jones' cell phone and began recording himself. As a result, Mr. Jones has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Diddy, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. Some of this irrefutable evidence being the acquisition, use, and distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms, the displaying and distribution of unregistered illegal firearms. This gets even crazier. Mr. Combs providing laced alcoholic beverages to minors and workers at his homes in California, New York, and the United States Virgin Islands and Florida. Diddy detailing how he planned to leverage his relationship with Bishop T.D. Jakes to soften the impact on his public image of Cassie Ventura's lawsuit. Young Miami's cousin, who is a rapper and or assistant who was sexually assaulting Mr. Jones. Actor Cuba Gooding Jr. also sexually harassing and assaulting Mr. Jones. Now there's also a rapper whose name is redacted who is on Diddy's yacht consorting with underage girls and workers. There's also an R&B singer whose name is redacted who was in Diddy's Los Angeles home consorting with underage girls and workers as well. Now in the lawsuit, Rodney Jones states that Diddy attempted to groom him into engaging into gay sexual activities. Diddy was aware that Rodney looked up to and idolized music producer Stephen Aaron Jordan, also known by Stevie J. Now, if you're familiar with or watch the TV show Love and Hip Hop, then you'll be familiar with Stevie J. Diddy would use this idolization to his advantage. Mr. Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Rodney's admiration of Stevie J to groom and entice Mr. Jones to engage in homosexuality. Diddy went so far as to share a video of Stevie J penetrating a Caucasian male without a condom. This was done to ease Mr. Jones' anxiety concerning homosexuality. According to Diddy, this is a normal practice in the music industry. Look, even Stevie J is doing it. Like I said, given the fact that Diddy is known as one of the biggest gatekeepers in the music industry, there's no telling how many people that Diddy has done this to. Now, I can't show this here, and a lot of this is indeed alleged, but there are photos of what looks like Stevie J penetrating this male, and I have to say, it looks a lot like Stevie J. Now, the thing is, a male adult film industry star came out and said that no, that's not Stevie J, that's actually me. But in the lawsuit, it shows these photos, and I have to say, like I said, it looks exactly like Stevie J, so it's hard to say. Now, Diddy informed Rodney that he engaged in sexual intercourse with a rapper whose name was redacted, an R&B singer whose name was redacted, which many people are claiming is Usher, and Stevie J. Now, there are some clues as to who this rapper is. He is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, who can be none other than Meek Mill. Now, Meek Mill has profusely denied these allegations, but some questionable things have come out about Meek Mill and Diddy, including wearing matching outfits and also calling Diddy daddy.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Now, I wouldn't call another man daddy, but that's just me. Now, there is a lot in this lawsuit, including a shooting, which Diddy tried to frame Rodney for. And it looks like with a lot of things that Rodney is accusing Diddy of, Rodney definitely has the receipts. This is looking to be very interesting, and if Rodney does indeed have proof of all of this taking place, especially on his cell phone, this could definitely be the end of Diddy. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.